Roquez, you had a pretty good game against LSU. What was Coach said you were more active on the offensive glass, but what else was clicking for you?
I probably want to say like the energy inside the building kind of gave me a lot of energy, and like other players had a lot of energy, got us going. At the end, we didn't fight as hard as we should have, so that's how we got the W. The L. So.
You're one of the few guys on this team with any familiarity with the Ole Miss rivalry. Have you talked to the other guys, the new guys, about it at all, what it means?
Yeah, I told them, I said, probably the #1 game we're going to play this year is Ole Miss. It's like the atmosphere it's crazy, and that's our rival. So I told them to have a heads up and be prepared. It's going to be rough.
You expect the pads to get out the next couple of days in practice? Because you know firsthand Ole Miss has those big bodies up down low.
Oh yeah. We played a lot. We've been playing a lot of big bodies this year. So I think we're going to be prepared.
You know, Coach Ray was talking about Marshall Henderson is obviously a really good player and trying to get into his head by playing really good defense. And you talk a little bit about what you've seen from Marshall Henderson, and he's obviously he's a fiery guy, and it's something to deal with.
He's a great scorer, but I think we're going to be able to contain him and stuff like that. So I think we'll be all right.
What just about him? I mean, I'm sure you're going to hear some jawing from him. He does it there.
Yeah, I watched him play on TV. He got a lot of jawing and stuff like that. But we're not going to pay attention to that. We're going to go out there and fight.
When we look at the first half of the last two games versus the second half, and Rick said, it's kind of a tough balance on what to emphasize. Emphasize the good of the first half or the bad of the second half. What do y'all try to focus on? What's that been like?
I think we should. I know we come out the first half, we play as hard as we can, but the second half it seemed like we sort of slack off, like the first 5 minutes, and it sort of get the other team back in the game. And by the time we start back fighting, it's too late. So we got to play the first half and the second half just the same.
Is something just about coming out of the locker room not quite juiced up like you need to be, or what?
I say we should warm up harder. We don't warm up as hard as we should to get loose and stuff. We wait till we get in the game, and then we decide to get loose. But we got to play the first half and the second half.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
Y'all have had the same lineup for the last few weeks. Has everybody kind of just settled into their role now?
Yeah, it seems like everybody settled. I think practice. It depends on how on the practice. If we practicing hard or not, it'll change up the lineup. So.
How comfortable are you coming off the bench, you and Fred both?
I don't mind coming off the bench. It seems like when I get in, I do bring a lot of energy to the team and help a lot of other guys out. So.
Between you and the way Gavin's playing lately, you feel like the post game is becoming more of a viable offensive weapon for y'all?
We getting better in practice a lot. We do a lot of post stuff and a lot of post drills and stuff, post defense and stuff like that. So it seems like we're getting better.
How do you address the free throw situation? Craig said he's been shooting free throws since the game ended, pretty much.
Yeah, we shoot free throws every day. Like sometimes we do it on our own, we do it in practice. I guess we just had a bad day that day.
Yeah.
What have you seen out of Craig? It seems like he's back to feeling comfortable like he did in high school, and more comfortable in his own skin now we're halfway into the year.
Yeah, I played against him. I played with him in high school, so it was kind of hard for him to transition over playing at the point in a D1 level. So I think he's getting much better. He's starting to feel more comfortable.